praise to YAHAWASHI, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. We out here, you know, again, like every Saturday, to prophesy the destruction of America and to wake up 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and so-called people of Native American descent. So we out here to wake 1/3 of these people. As far as other nations, they're not of the nation of Israel, therefore they're not of the chosen elect. And the Most High is only dealing with Israel. And the Most High is going to bring destruction to America, contrary to popular belief. All right, so bring out what you got.
Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth.
All right, stop. The Most High said he created the smith. Now the smith, a smith was a man that specialized in weaponry. All right, because the word smith derives from the word smite. Because the smith would take the metal and put it into a fiery furnace, and he would smite the metal and shape the object he was crafting. So read it again from the top.
Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith.
Right, so the Most High had created the smith, meaning he put the inspiration inside the German scientist's mind to come up with a concept of nuclear fire and atomic warfare. Right?
That bloweth the coals in the fire,
Okay.
and that bringeth forth an instrument.
Right, that bringing forth an instrument. What's that instrument? The instrument is from a thermonuclear missile. Got the missile sound? All right, while you found it, you know, go ahead, read it again from the top.
Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Right, so the Lord said that knowledge will increase. But the reason that knowledge is going to increase is to fulfill the purpose of the Most High, which is to destroy America. Therefore, he had to put the inspiration inside the German scientist's mind to come up with these weapons. Right?
That bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right, they bring forth an instrument for his work. And that instrument is that ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. They have the capability of launching from one continent to the outer space and to another continent. That's why they label as ICBMs. Right?
And I have created the waster to destroy.
I have created the waster. So the Lord had identified these missiles as being wasters. Because they're going to waste all of the land of America and leave nothing behind. Everything can be left as dust, as sand. You're going to leave this place behind as a desert. Go ahead.
No weapon that is formed against it.
That's it on that. What you got?
I got, I'm going to go to Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear.
Your voice.
Slug it. Come near, ye nations, to hear. And hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein.
Go ahead.
The world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Right, it said the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. Now, the indignation means righteous anger. All right? The Lord have a righteous anger with all the nation. Like when somebody break into your home and rob your belongings and harm your family, you have a right to be angry. That would be a righteous anger. So the Most High have a righteous anger with all the nations. All right? Let's name one of the reasons why the Most High is upset. Now let's go back to the foundation of America. Because how was America founded? A lot of you like to say America was built by freedom. No, America was built up by slavery, torture, bloodshed, ill-gotten gain. That's how America came to be in its greatness. All right? This is how America was founded. By slavery, the enslavement of the so-called Negroes. No, my man, no pictures. Yo, my man, no pictures. All right? This is how America was founded. But the enslavement of the so-called Negroes. That's how America became a superpower and wealthy. Or so-called wealthy. Because all these majority of these corporations benefit from slavery. I give you an example. Aetna, the health insurance, they benefit from slavery. Aetna gave slave masters insurance for their slaves in case their slaves ever got sick. They had Aetna had insurance policies on slaves. But how many so-called Negroes you know have a high position in Aetna? So you so-called white people, you're gonna pay, and you're gonna pay by your blood.
They still got it on slaves right now, man.
Yeah,
We're slaves right now, right? We covered by so-called Edom. Are we not slaves to these Edomites building these buildings?
That's right. So you know it's still a slave, right? Because what the so-called white man did, beginning with his elites, all the way down to the peons, they convinced you so-called Negroes, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called minorities that you're free. Because he took the chains off your neck. Now you got your brains on chains. The same way you walk in your dog, you have that extended leash, and that dog thing has freedom because you're able to walk 5 feet away from his master, but you don't realize it's an extended leash. And that's the same thing with you so-called Negroes, you so-called minorities. You think you're free. All right? There's a reason why you have a birth certificate, a social security number. Now you're a debt slave. And a so-called white man, beginning with the elites, he even put his own people in slavery. That's why you want to introduce the whole world with a radio frequency identification microchip. Get the chips on. Because the world elites look at anybody that's not a so-called Jew as being goyim. What goyim means cattle. And your cattle is your property. And like all cattle must be branded. So they want to brand the world population with a RFID microchip as you being their property. And that you belong to them. That's why you're known as a human resource. Who's reading?
And his fury upon all their armies.
Yeah, and his fury is going to be upon all their armies. The American army, the Russian army, the North Korean army. Because the Most High going to bring judgment on this earth. And it's evident that we're living in the last days. Because wickedness has reached its full maturity. Homosexuals, lesbians have rights at an all-time high. All right? Nature is upside down. The air is polluted. Respiratory problems is at an all-time high. Cardiovascular disease is at an all-time high. All right, because you're living in the last days. And the Most High is going to destroy this place, America. Because America is a cancer to the earth.
He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Right, yeah, utterly destroyed them. That's what the Most High bring this destruction. Because America has only a short length of time left. Then the Most High is going to bring destruction. And guess what? 2/3 of his own people is going to be put to death, and their blood going to shed right through these streets right along with the so-called white man, the Arabs, and all the other nations. All right, because the Lord's going to do an ethnic cleansing. And a lot of you look at us like you're saying something crazy. Give Romans 3:3. A lot of you look at us like we're crazy, and we need jobs, and we don't know what we're talking about. But let's see what the Bible got to say about that. Let's go, bro.
Romans. All right, this is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Right, what if some did not believe? What if some did not believe the things that is being set up here? That America's gonna be destroyed, and prior to the America being destroyed by thermonuclear fire, there's gonna be a major economic collapse. There's gonna be a food shortage. All right? They're gonna be martial law, civil unrest. That's what's coming to America. Not good times. A lot of you don't got a clue what's going on. You don't want to know. It's like the goddamn sim game. You're a bunch of zombies. You're a bunch of walking dead. But it's good. A lot of you say if you ever die, you want to die in your sleep. But guess what? You all gonna die in your sleep. Go ahead, bro.
Shall the unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Right. Just because you don't believe what we're saying, is that gonna stop the destruction of America? Hell no. All that means you're gonna die in ignorance. So you could play blind to this and play deaf to this. That's not gonna stop your death.
Verse 4, God forbid, yeah, let God be true, but every man a liar.
It said let God be true and every man a liar. All right? Because we're not coming out of our own minds and out of our own heart. We coming out the scriptures. And everything we say is backed up by the scriptures. Go ahead.
As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. That's it.
Their slain also shall be cast out.
Right, it said that slain also shall be cast out. And that's going into the American armies. Because America is going to be geared into a third world battle that cannot be stopped. Because it's already prophesied in the Bible. World War I, World War II, and World War III is all prophesied in the Bible. American destruction is prophesied in the Bible. And it cannot be stopped. Go ahead.
And their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Right, because it's gonna be a lot of dead bodies laying in the streets. Like you watch all these apocalyptic movies, there's dead bodies laying everywhere, not being buried. That's gonna be, you're gonna see it in real life. And there will be a civil unrest, an economic collapse. A lot of people will be gunned down by the National Guard. And guess what? A lot of these dead bodies not gonna get buried. And it's gonna breed a lot of diseases. And that's what we're reading out of the Bible. Something you won't learn in your churches. Your pastor's not telling you what's getting ready to come.
You're going alone.
Read it again.
And their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
And the mountains should be melted with their blood. Now what the mountains talking about? The different governments. All right? Every year you have a UN summit meeting. Now a summit is the top of a mountain. So that go to show you that different nations symbolize mountains, right?
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved.
Right, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. By what? By these instruments known as nuclear missiles. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. But it only takes a half an hour or even less to reach its destination from the other side of the world. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I got it at last night.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Right, it says the heavens is going to be rolled together like a scroll. That's talking about that the mushroom cloud after the nuclear missile get detonated. It says the heavens going to roll together as a scroll. Go ahead.
All their hosts shall